All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Why Not Media Group. I just want to do a year-end wrap-up, briefly touch on what happened yesterday at the Capitol, and just keep it moving and inspiring. As far as 2020, I hear a lot of people saying, it was an awful year, and for most of the country, it was. But I challenge everyone to look at 2020 personally. And so personally, I'm thankful that I work for a company where I didn't lose any. I didn't lose any time from work at all. My wife, on the other hand, she was out of work for 8 weeks, and so I'm thankful that we got through that. A second paycheck not coming in our home for 2 months. On top of that, she never received any of her unemployment benefits, and here we are. We made it through the year. We're still happy. We're still in love. We're still together. So a lot of people have, like I said, had difficulties through 2020, myself and my family included. But I'm thankful to have gone through that and came out on the other side. I know it sounds cliche, coming out on the other side stronger, but I really feel like our relationship took a giant step forward during that time. Just trusting each other, having faith in each other, believing each other, comforting each other to let the other one know that it's going to be all right. She was scared of me going to work, being around so many people, and potentially contracting the virus. And just things like that. So, if 2020 wasn't all bad for you, and you can think of some of the positive, try and focus on that and move forward into 2021, and have it be a great, stepping stone, a platform for you going forward. The other thing, what did you learn about yourself, in 2020? It's funny. It's not that I learned something new. It's just been reaffirmed that I am a person who puts needs before wants. And so I think a lot of people got forced to reprioritize what's important in their life, whether it be people or how you spend your money or how you spend your time. I think a lot of people had to reevaluate that, and my family included. And so I feel like I've gained a renewed perspective of needs versus wants in all aspects of my life. So I'm thankful for that, and you guys should self-reflect on that and see what answers you come up with for yourself, for you and your family. Last thing I want to touch on, obviously, it's elephant in the room. It's the march on the Capitol building yesterday. This is what I've been saying from my first video, and I'm not going to get political. I vowed away from that. But as human beings, you have to look at that situation, and I keep hearing the argument of, well, this wasn't reacted to this way, and every situation is different. Every cause and effect has some kind of different moving parts. There are very few situations in this world that are exactly identical. So I'm just going to give you an example of how I see yesterday's events differently. So if someone hurt one of my children, then I'm scared to think what I would do and what type of emotions I would have. And angry or anger is probably the first one that comes to mind. If someone hurt a friend of mine's child, I'm angry, but it's not the same level of anger as if it's my own personal child. If there's a child in my neighborhood that gets hurt that I don't really know, I'm angry because I don't think any child should be hurt, but I'm not as angry as if it's a friend of mine's child, and I'm definitely not as angry if it was my own child. So for me, these are the levels of emotion that you have to think about and reflect on before you cast judgment on someone else and how they respond and react to things. So with that being said, if those people who were at the Capitol had that kind of passion, it's because the situation for them is what drove them to that point. You understand? So the whole voter situation, it doesn't touch me that way. Therefore, I don't respond that way. But I'm not gonna demonize but at the same time not condone the actions of how they went about expressing their passion. So that's what we all need to do. Take a step back, try and understand the why. Why were those people there? Why were they so angry? Why were they so adamant about something being taken from them? Let's try and find it out. We can't just say it's Republicans, it's conservative, it's the right. It's human beings with emotions. And those emotions took them to a place that turned into something else. The same way other people's emotions in other situations have taken them to places that cause destruction also. So that's why when both sides talk about the other side, it's because they don't relate to that issue the same way. But if we all started relating as human beings, then maybe we would all have calmer heads and have conversations instead of these outbursts and lashing outs and things like that. So that's all I'm saying. That was ridiculous yesterday. Ridiculous. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But I also would like to understand the mindset and what level of emotion drove those people to that. So if anyone, I hope no one condones it, but if anyone is not appalled by what happened at the Capitol, please leave me a comment or DM. I would love to have a conversation with you, just so I can try and have a better understanding as to why you think that was the right way to protest or the right way to go about what you conceive as a wrong to you and people like you. All right. So that's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, just be thankful that we got through 2020. Looking forward to a better 2021, however that looks for you. And like I said, love somebody today, especially yourself. Thanks, guys. Bye.